Yes. Welcome to the Let You Know podcast. This your boy EK in the building. I got Ski Baby over there with me. What's up, Ski? You can't hear me? Uh
I can hear you.
okay.
No, I'm saying y'all know it's Wednesday. What time it is? Let you know, lady. Ski baby in the house tonight.
No doubt, no doubt. And then I see Cal left, but we got Alejandra.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm
Shit.
good. And you?
Doing good, doing good. Okay, Kyle, we back in the building.
Hey, Miss Alejandra.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, boo. Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for joining us.
No
Yes,
worries.
yes. So how's everybody day started, man? Everybody good though?
I'm
Yeah.
good. I had to unplug from that news, boy. She had me on 10, boy. I had to unplug from the news. I had to take it off my phone today. I just put it back on my phone after the inauguration of 2025, right? I took it off my phone and I take it off again today because it was just overwhelming for me today.
What was it? What was it?
It's just all the it's like all the propaganda and then it was just like all the propaganda, everybody, just talking shit, don't know what they talking about, just research some shit. Like, just and then people on my TikTok talking about because I had posted about Israel not being a uranium, can don't have weapons of mass destruction or whatever state. And just, people like, how do you know this? I'm like, keyword in the caption said research for yourself. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to teach you nothing, tell you, I'm trying to just tell you, give you a little tidbit and you go find the rest. So I'm just kind of like want people to start like educating themselves on foreign policy and shit. Like, y'all don't even know, and y'all giving comments and don't even know nothing about foreign policy, international law, nothing. So maritime rules or nothing. So it got a little frustrated. And then just I'm just mad because nobody's doing nothing about it. Like, y'all let a president that y'all said was so cynical and just doing everything so fucked up. Y'all let him take us to war. Like, it don't make sense. So yeah, I had to unplug that shit today.
Well, I mean, for the ones that's out there, give them the little scoop. Tell them where they need to go. Point them in the right direction.
So I would say they can like sign up for a membership with LexisNexis. It'll cost about, if you're in college, you probably can get it through like your school at a discounted rate. But if you're just a patron off the street, to do LexisNexis, you might have to do a background check. I'm not for sure because you get access to all kind of records and access to people information and the backside of anything register, file, anything. You get the backside of it. You know what I mean? So it's like probably like background check if you don't have any kind of school affiliation work, nothing like that to get it. Maybe $100, for it. But it's like where you can go and get all like .org. You can get all the precedent case laws, anything that's been passed, drafted, it'll be there. You know what I mean? And I would say anything that's .org, anything, not really .com, not WikiLeaks, nothing like Wikipedia, because you can change and modify that. But I would just say anything with a .org, LexisNexis. I like actually Al Jazeera TV. They have really good sources. Anything that's not American, that's not us or .com. I think that'd be a good source for someone.
So when you saying not America, what you mean? Like along the lines of what?
When I say not America, I mean it's like not American media, not CBC. I mean CBS, CNN. None of those shows. Those are all ran by the same three families. The six media outlets in the United States is ran by this five or six families. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so like Fox News, no,
yeah, it's all under one umbrella.
CNN. What's the other one? CNBC.
MSNBC, ABC, and all those. They all under the same umbrella, like 4 or 5 families. So as you can see, we haven't even been saying anything about like my topics tonight. Well, I'll get into those later, but it's because the media group that them 5 families only put on there what they want. Like, we're not even seeing the real stuff for Iran. We're not seeing none of the real time shit. Like, they trying to say Americans only lost 5 or 6 motherfucking soldiers. We didn't lost over 200, maybe more than that. You know what I'm saying? But they telling us 2 and 3 and 4. No. If you watch Al Jazeera last night, they said we had over 400 casualties. Then when you watch the UK, it said like 3 something. Only America is saying 1 to 5, 10 people. No. So it's a lot. So I just had to unplug for that shit today because it ain't stressing me the fuck out.
Well, I don't mean to stress you out, but it looked like one of the topics we got is the president above the law, because I know he got along the lines and got something to do with it, because I've been watching it too before we came on the show, and they got all these military families crying because it looked like AI. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if they trying to put a story out on. I don't know what they trying to do, but they trying to look like they the big brother. You know,
That's
kind.
what they're trying to do. But they've been trying to do that. But they've been on Big Brother since 9/11, the Patriot Act. They've been on that since 2001. And when Patriot Act hit, they gave them so much control over our emails, phone, the way they store our data, the way they collect our data, and all that stuff. So I mean, ever since 9/11 came, the Patriot Act came, and it's been written in every 10 years by the sitting president or whoever, Congress or whatever. But Patriot Act opened the door to any type of monitoring of the bus, and it's only got worse. That's like Edward Snowden when he went in exile to Russia because he blew the whistle on, because he was basically wiring up each embassy, right? But he was putting in spyware, and he didn't realize it until after about a couple of embassies. He was like, it ain't supposed to be like this, you know what I mean? So he went back and looked at the schematics, looked at everything. It was like, nah, and he pondered on. I read his book. It's called Permanent Record. Everybody should read it. It's a good book. But and Edward Snowden come from a long line of military men, upper echelon military people. So he's not a poo butt. He might have didn't go to military, but he's connected. But he basically said it took him like 13 months pondering to see if he was going to blow the whistle, right? But he wanted to talk to his family, his fiance at the time, because his family is upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to, make sure he talked to them first. But he basically said he told because what he was doing was wiring, putting spyware in our embassies in other countries, as well as spyware in other like admin offices so they could hear everything going on. And that's when he revealed that they wasn't just monitoring terrorists and extremists. They was monitoring every individual motherfucking American and holding our data, watching our emails, our phone calls, all that. And we weren't terrorists. Nobody's extremists or nothing. That's what Edward Snowden released and whistle blew on. And now he's been in exile in Russia since 08, 09, I think.
I remember that. I remember that story too. Gino Sharp, would you clarify yourself when you say clarify? Alejandro, the topic is the president above the law. What do you feel about this take? And then I'm gonna come to you, Kyle.
Honestly, I do believe so because there's so much stuff that he's just doing that it don't make sense, like, and nobody's really doing anything to kind of stop it as far as like they say the war with immigration and everything. It's just a lot, and it's just like he's getting away with everything that he wants to do.
Obama could have never did none of that shit.
Yeah, it's just so
I
much. Like it's like I don't understand how he's still there and still doing what he wants. Like I thought, the Congress was supposed to vote on certain things before he even do what he does.
And he's stepping around Congress for this war, y'all. That's a thing. Like, and I feel like Congress supposed to call emergency meeting. You know what I mean? Because he went around Congress to get approval for the war. He went around
Yeah,
Congress. That's illegal. Like, why y'all ain't active? See, that's what makes me feel like the Congress is complacent and pliant with it. Because if we woke up in the morning and we know damn well you ain't hit us up on the pager or the phone or the email saying, hey, I feel like we got enough intelligence to go to war with, Iran or whoever. Let me run it through Congress and do it the right way. If you had all the ducks in a row, but you didn't, and I feel like him stepping around Congress should know that that's illegal and that's alarming. Stop that nigga. Stop that shit. Pull that shit up. Pull that plug from under his ass. He didn't go about it the right way. And so if you got the right reasons and the right grounds to go in there and it's right, then why go around them? Because you know it ain't right.
Kyle, well, how you feel about it, man? You think the president above the law? Kyle, can you hear me?
I can't hear him though.
I can't hear him either. Can you hear me, Kyle?
But we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Man, I've been over here trying to switch some things up, man. My bad.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot that I got to unpack from all this. Just observing, looking at the news, it can get frustrating. I agree that like he's doing a lot of stuff. He's bullying a lot, and he's doing a lot of what he's wanting to do. And even though he had people that stop him, he still continued to do what he wants to do. Congress was going to come with an emergency meeting to like kind of like assess this situation, because if he was hearing not the attorney general, the secretary of state, they was trying to classify this not as a war situation, and they haven't put boots on the ground. But at the same time, it's like it's coming if Iran is already bombing the embassies.
And we already been bombing them too. So what you mean? Just because we don't got boots on the ground, we still didn't it
Oh
didn't
yeah.
got
It's,
missiles over there.
but see, like
Yeah.
I pay attention to
But
how
they doing a legality part. They doing a legal part. They like no boots on the ground. There's
yeah,
no technically. They going about the technical shit to keep their
yeah,
ass out of jail.
yeah. So they playing the technical approach, man. And,
Yep.
there's some things that I observed from all of it, and then like somebody I was having a discussion with somebody, and it's not the first time I heard it, but it was making a strong point. So like I think they've been on the fence with coming. They've been wanting to come at Iran for a long time, and this is
30,
not.
20 years plus.
Yeah,
20.
so this hasn't been because of a dictator or a leader or nothing like that. It
They just
hasn't
want
been the
that
whole
food.
time. It's all about oil.
Yep.
So the reason why they chose to do this now with Israel and America choose to come and bomb Iran now is because they already got control of Venezuela of all
Yep.
their oil now. So
Now they
like
bring it in.
by them going to war, they don't have to worry about even though we seeing a slight increase of our like gas and oil by barrel going up, they already got Venezuela. They took over Venezuela
One thing
first.
about Venezuela though, Cal, is Venezuela oil is not good. Like it's not gonna be nothing. They already said that BP already said they wasn't fucking with that because it would
Yeah,
take billions of dollars to to make that oil work to be
the
used.
refining and everything. And and,
So,
and,
so
and and
what
that
y'all
part,
mean? So
but
what
like
y'all
here,
mean? Wait,
huh?
my bad. I'm saying. So what y'all mean is when they got Venezuela, you mean to tell me they got the oil?
Yep.
Yeah, it was about the oil. And
Yeah,
so like even though
they came and stole their president in the middle of the night.
yeah, and so like even though
Mhm.
BP not even if British Petroleum's not gonna jump into it, you have the other ones that's gonna jump into it. You got more buyers, they still gonna jump into it.
It I,
You-
I think once BP put that, I mean, I think once BP, who is the leader in it, I think once they told him that that ticket on it to refine it was over $1 billion, like that's I mean, right now with the economy, that's not nothing that I would want to, as a business, not. I think it's gonna be at a standstill, but they trying to make it like that, but I don't think
uh,
they. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cal.
no, and you make it like solid points and stuff. But again, at the end of the day, I really think it's all about oil, and then they manipulate us. This is why, like what you said, Ski, make a lot of point because what American news tell us is some filtered shit from what we hearing from Al Jazeera, we hearing from the BBC and other news outlets. We get the truth from them because they gonna filter it. They gonna lie to us in the states about what we see on Fox News, ABC,
Look,
CNN,
I had put
Newsmax.
I had put a video, I had shared a video on TikTok, right? That I had followed this military man, right? And he was basically saying that the military, the war that we fight right now is a psyop, right? He was basically saying, like, look at all the imagery, look at everything that's going on. He made a good point, right? So I just reshared the post on my story, on my TikTok, right? TikTok removed mine because I put a little post at the top and he telling you, I said the rooster's coming home, the rooster, something I said, but they took my shit down. And I appealed it, they put my account on some little bullshit on TikTok. But I appealed it because I said, y'all can see pussy, fucking, blasphemy, ass shaking, booty shaking, damn near dick sucking on that motherfucker. You telling me I reshared a video that was already on the platform. And when I reshared it on mine and put just a caption over the top, it said it removed my video within an hour and said I violated the community rules. So that goes back to what I said last week on the show. If we thinking we gonna really do something on their platform, it's a no. It's a no.
No,
It's not gonna happen. And we get on here and we get on these platforms and shit and be spilling step by step, play by play and shit on here. Like, knowing that right there, I already knew it. But that right there solidified me in what I be saying and what I don't say because I'm just resharing a video from somebody else. So they want us to have some type of, and then what Billy makes me mad is too about is he better law because like I remember now I'm not a lawyer yet, right? But I've taken constitutional law, I've been in school, I'm a paralegal 6 years. So what I'm saying is I've never knew a country could say that they are American citizens, but they can say they Israel first. You can't be Israel first. You have to be American first. Because if I was to say I was somebody else first, they would call me an extremist. Or I would be this and that. So you don't get to pick and choose when motherfucker can be sovereign to America. Because y'all try to say black people all the time is not fucking sovereign. Because we that national anthem and all that shit, not kneeling and all that. Fuck that. When you out your mouth say you were for another country over your country, that's treason to me. And you guys are in Congress. So to say Israel first and shit, and when you a congressman in fucking New York, California, Chicago, Texas, and shit, Israel first. What the fuck is wrong? We need to.
That,
We
that's that's what's killing me about this whole thing. This whole Israel thing is just like, man, it feels to me that Israel is pimping
They
America,
are. They
and
are, Cal.
man, and at the same time, it's like Trump is doing the same thing, and it's like whatever that for Trump to be getting away with all the stuff that he's getting away with right now, you got to be like, why, you like, what, why ain't nobody stopping him?
Because
Like,
he
you
got
know,
because they got all the motherfuckers in them Jeffrey Epstein files with their nasty ass. That's what that
Just
was the whole point.
he
just
got
like
some on him.
Ukraine. Remember when Ukraine was fighting Russia? It was the same thing. They wanted us to support Ukraine and go against Russia. I mean, it's the same thing. It's got to do with us though, because they wouldn't be fighting so hard or going after Iran. It's something got to do with us. But I wanted to ask Alejandro,
Alejandra.
how do you feel about Trump? What are your take on Trump?
I honestly, I didn't vote for him. I would not vote for him. I don't. I'm just waiting for him to be off the for president. Honestly, not even the first time he was president. I don't understand. Like, I guess the second time he run as president, like I guess people didn't want to vote for Kamala, and ended up voting for him, which is just worse. Like I don't. I
Alejandro,
don't.
can I tell you something though? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky on this internet because I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I voted for Trump because I wasn't
Mm,
voting for Kamala. I'm gonna keep it funky with you because the bitch wasn't talking about nothing. Bitch, you was giving
mm,
my dollars to motherfuckers in prison, giving them sex assignments and shit, bitch. You went to prison because you're in trouble. I'm not fixing your dick and giving you no coochie. I'm not giving you no coochie and giving you no dick. We're not doing that on my dime. You kept on fucking trying to infiltrate the kids on that sexuality shit, bitch. They can't sign a lease until they fucking 18 and can't have it until they 21. Don't keep pushing that shit down their throat. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't talking about shit. That bitch a part of the motherfucking plan too. So this is the thing about that, right? But everybody didn't want to actually admit doing the whole shit. All of them play at the same goddamn table. All of them be in the same summer. Their kids all go to the same school. They all go to fucking Hamptons. They all be in Mar-a-Lago.
So
They
let
all be in everywhere.
so let
It's
me
Yeah,
ask you this.
David.
Let me ask you this: Is this a love hate thing with Trump? I mean, because there's a lot of people that love him. I mean, remember January 6th, people went to the
because
Capitol
them is racist
for the
people that
flag.
like him. Them is people that like that racist ass mentality that he got. Make America great. America wasn't great for niggas. America was great for them when they was having niggas on a rope. Nigga on a rope on a motherfucking leash. That's when America was great for them. America, look what he came in and did. DEI, civil rights shit, all that shit that nigga dismantled in 1 year. He
mm,
dismantled that all in one fucking year. And then you out here got the goddamn Hispanics getting fucking round up like a goddamn cattle.
mhm,
That shit is inhumane, nigga. What I thought you said to us, oh, when they go to prison or if they get locked up for driving or if they do some criminal act, then that's how we'll find out and get them. Bitch, you got them out like it's the wild, wild west, nigga. Like you out here, like that's inhumane. But you want to talk about Iran and China and their human rights. Bitch, we the worst motherfuckers in human rights, Nigga, y'all can sell motherfuckers as property. So you talking about the next motherfucker? Excuse me, America? Stop it.
but they also have children in those detention centers. That's children,
Yeah,
like.
like dogs and cats. But that's Obama
Mhm,
fault. That's Obama. Because remember, Obama put them in cages at first in 2010. Remember, Obama is the
I
motherfucker that
do
put them
remember
in
that.
cages.
I do.
That's not all that on Trump and dumping. Trump and dumping. I don't like that motherfucker. But Obama, or Barack Obama Hussein, Boris Sorrento,
Yeah,
real
I remember
Obama.
that. I definitely remember that.
Barry put them in there from the beginning in 2010. Barry Sorrento, aka Osama bin
Man,
Laden.
you
I
know
mean,
what?
uh-huh.
All together, when I started looking at this is why I don't even vote for like federal elections. I don't do the
Me
presidential
neither.
because already it's like the electoral colleges make the choices for us.
They
But
do.
I always feel
Okay.
like the president is the mascot of the country.
Yep, he the
I
mascot.
think
He
he's
got no.
only they assigned to do the dirty work that the powers that be told them to do. They get some stuff. They get a plaque. They get their name. They get a library when they retire and all that other shit. But they here to fulfill the agenda. Like the people that I really pay attention to is like where these congressmen being, these congressmen and senators that are in office for 30, 40, 50
Because
years.
because the law lets them sit for a lifetime. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell you. Like,
they the ones that keep on pushing while president get 2 terms at
yeah.
max.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I'm saying. Why would they have a lifetime appointment when the president only get 8 years? You don't get more time than the president, and I feel like they should be out merit. That's what I'm saying. Like we as people, we gotta start do. We gotta put our feet on their neck, man. Quit being so fucking scary. And I ain't talking violence, but hey, to each his own. But I'm saying like, quit spending our fucking money. Like quit it. Just quit. Like quit spending fucking money. Like if it ain't no motherfucking necessity, I don't give a fuck. If you want some juice and you ain't got nothing but water, get some Kool-Aid. I don't know. But if we keep on giving them money, these are the corporations that's buying the fucking Congress. This is the corporations buying Congress. So why we keep on spending our money? That's the problem. To me, we gotta quit spending our money. We can spend our money. It's gonna be a whole different ball.
So let me ask you this: what Pacific stores do you think we should be targeting, not to spend?
All of them. Any motherfucking one that's Israel based, anything, nigga. That's not anybody that donate to ICE. Anybody that is for all this bullshit, and we know it. You know what I mean? I just feel like just quit spending money. Period. Cut down the motherfucking travel, the airlines, motherfucking Nike, Amazon, you know, all these motherfuckers cut their ass off. I bet you they start treating the people better. We start spending our motherfucking cash, and they ain't gonna be millionaires no more.
And you know what, man, this is what I'm also saying that like I think that like the powers that be, all the rich people, all the rich elites did exactly what they wanted to do eventually. Put another rich person into office. And it shows.
Yeah.
Also because like let's say this, there was a time that like people talked about Joe Biden. They called him Sleepy Joe. They call him he had dementia. And what I'm saying, what as I'm observing Trump now, I mean he's having signs of dementia. He can't like this guy, his approach is very illiterate. And like at the you can see his health on the decline. Man, they was talking about at one point in time, like they in the editors group. There's an editors group that I'm in because we like to go and do videos and enhance sound. Like they dropped several videos of where he'll be in the Oval Office or he having meetings and watch the facial expression of people because every time that he stutters on a word, he farts. He can't even hold his gas.
Hey, remember when he was
he's wearing the pins right now. He can't hold his shit.
Remember he was at the UN Council trying to talk shit and get smart, but he was talking about the wrong treaties. Remember he was talking big dog shit, and they was like, "Hey, looking at him like nigga." NBC was whipping his ass up on them motherfucking comments. They was like, "Do he even know what he's talking about?" Because he's talking about a whole different rule, law, treaty, everything, and he was up there just talking. And the Treaty of 17. No, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like he was at the UN Council, like talking real tough to the people of these nations and shit. They like, nigga, you talking about a treaty that didn't even come into like 1749 or 1840 something. This motherfucker talking about shit from 16 and all that. Like, nigga, you already know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You got two cards.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And then like also at the same time, it's like even if what I'm saying, like taking out the bias look at it, you know what I'm saying, whether you're Democrat or Republican or you MAGA or you're not MAGA, there's certain things that he's doing that you got to be like, man, this dude is a complete narcissist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when you going through and you change it to the Trump Kennedy Center, you over there, you change all the plaques or all the presidents and somehow
he took all the black names off. He took all the black names off, all the black military.
Well, how do you stop
my daddy name, my daddy name, my uncle name. It ain't about us stopping them.
Man, it's like even if you talking about like you the best president ever, and like why it's like really what it is. It's like a sales pitch. I feel like if you are the best person at your job, it's self-explanatory. Other people gonna be president. You don't have to.
But Kyle, why is Trump getting all that hate? It's not like he's the only president that's been above the law. None of all these presidents is above the law.
But see.
But Trump,
he didn't got away with a lot of shit.
No.
Hold
on, listen. This is what I'm saying about him, right? Yes, we've had some unsavory characters, But the way Donald Trump is dismantling the fundamentals of this country is just that's treason, nigga. You coming in this bitch, knocking off the motherfucking feet, in the motherfucking legs, in the head of this motherfucker, bruh. That's
He's
what you.
That's what I'm
definitely, he's
saying. So
definitely.
they gotta be above the
Nobody
law. There's no
knew.
Hold on.
consequence.
We talking over each other.
Double
What?
OZ. Nobody has dismantled this motherfucking country and research it and look it up like this motherfucker. And like I said earlier, I voted for the motherfucker. So I'm telling you, ain't nobody came in this bitch and handled this America, a United States of America corporation of 1880 fucking 9. Nobody has handled it like this motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Everybody that did some shady shit, that's what they do. That's what they do. Okay. But the way this man has came in,
I'm not disagreeing with anything you say. Excuse me. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. All I'm saying is the president, not just Donald Trump, but is the president, whoever it is, above the law. Like all of them, there's no consequence for none of them. Are they even allowed to go to jail?
yeah, they can. They can have.
Who's the one that went to jail?
How
Went to
though?
jail.
I mean, they
Who's
can,
the
but
president that went to
like
jail?
it's
Again,
unlikely.
that goes to our congressmen and women. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If the Senate and the House don't fucking choose, listen, the Senate and the House have all the power outside of the Supreme Court. So the Senate and the Congress is the motherfuckers that can say, hey, this nigga is crazy. He got the codes. Get that nigga up out of there. And they can swip the switch. That's like that because they got 2/3 of the goddamn government.
But listen, but hold on. As we seen, the reason why he didn't go to jail is because they kept saying, "Oh, he did bad," but none of them wanted to put him in jail.
Yeah,
None of them, not the Democrats, not the Republicans.
Katina Brown was there.
Because they're above the law. Because they're above the law.
But I
Allie,
mean,
well, hold on, Skeezy, hold on. Allie, you there, Allie?
Yeah.
You real quiet. What, you got an opinion on this?
she been talking.
I have been talking. Well,
okay, I'm new. My bad.
No, I mean, it is true. Like, it has to go to Congress to do anything regarding the president. So, I mean, as long as they don't do nothing, nothing's gonna happen.
That's true.
They can do everything. That's what I want people to know.
They want to respect what they got going on.
But anybody in it watching this show, call your Congress office tomorrow. Call all week. Call all day. Call. Blow the lines off the motherfucking ringer. Okay, all day tomorrow. Your Congress in your state. Call tomorrow. All day, every day, Monday through fucking Friday, and demand. God damn it, that they do something. That's what they do. That's how they get all these laws, the Sarah Johnson law, the whoever law, because they family call and they show up and they call and they show up every fucking day for years, months. And then they get that shit on there. And you see the goddamn Sarah Jessica Parker goddamn rule, or the law, or the whoever law, or the mad mothers against drunk driving law, because them ladies hit the goddamn pavement all motherfucking day, every fucking day, with no days to fuck off. And us niggas, we be hot for 7 days. We be mad for 5 days. We be mad for 3 days. We don't stay mad for shit. Grandma then boycotted the motherfucking bus for 2 years, nigga. 2 years that they walked and boycotted and walked, nigga, and took carpool. We can't be mad at Target. We can't be mad at nobody for motherfucking 30 days. We be back spending money in 76 hours. Because we got some fucking excuse while we doing it. So, yeah, fuck that.
Yep. It's just like with R. Kelly. Everybody's like, cancel R. Kelly. Some people was on the fence with it. Some people wasn't.
But ain't nobody canceling none of these motherfucking Congress people that's in these motherfucking files. See, that's the thing about black people. We always want to motherfucking disown our own, but fucking defend the next motherfucker. Well, he's this and he's that and he said this and the girl said she was 16, 22 and she was 16. We always can make excuses for other motherfuckers, but when it comes to us black people, we want to dagger our motherfucking each other to the death. But to stand up in a bullet for the next motherfucker and got all this excuses for they raggedy ass. That's our goddamn problem.
I thought you wanted us to stick together. Are we supposed to stick together?
We can't stick together, but let's be real though. Let's call an apple and an orange a fucking orange. That's the thing.
Thank you. Anybody else disagree?
I think we've concluded that the answer is yes.
I think Ski's spitting right now. I ain't seen this hype ever. Like,
this is my role right here. This is why I'm trying to be a lawyer right now. God damn it. That's why I'm about to be attorney grade bitch in 2.5 motherfucking years. Bitch. Back for everything I owe, bitch. Everything on the book I'm coming for.
Now, like expanding into that, you know what I'm saying? I know that you now you studying law, and you kind of see like the kind of bullshit, like the laws, the little jargon that they put in there, the fine print they put in there, the way how they slipping with. You think they doing every fucking loophole possible to keep him going with the bullshit that he's doing? Because you
They're
know what I'm saying,
finding the loopholes
yeah,
that
he must.
they're finding them. They continuing to find
But
them.
what is going on out here that they're not telling us, but it's flying under the radar? Because they only put him out on the TV unless they want to distract something. So what is going on out here?
So like man, what I start to see is like, all right, so you got that to me, like what like the to expand on what Ski was saying earlier, man, like he's done a lot of shit. He done so much damage in 1 year, and to me, it's like it reminds me of some stuff I read in. Like I was studying Kennedy, the Kennedy assassination, Martin Luther King assassination. So like they was doing things called spikes and different things they do spikes to stress the public out to kind of like it's like a stress test. They testing us out. They doing like a study on us and see how it react to different things. And
Yep.
now with social media and everything that's abroad, and with
Yep.
the news media, they're doing things to stress us out, to make us scared and keep us distracted while
Yep.
they're doing other things. They're setting up bigger plays. Now, if we pay attention, is a lot of these politicians, a lot of these rich people are going on army bases and getting silos and all this other shit. Uh, they're selling shit off. They trying to. It to me right now, it's like they raising shit up to do a quick ass cash grab, and then they
Yep.
also fucking with the market. So like if you paid attention to a couple weeks ago when Pam Bondi was like the Dow was up 50,000. So
Yeah.
like when people buying into it right now, you got a lot of people like, oh, the stocks is high right now. She trying to tell them that shit. That's to get people to buy in. And then when the Iran shit happened, the stocks is about to dip. The Dow is down, S&P is down, all that other shit. So people who
And
put money in there, they lost money. And then
yep,
when
and
it was
Kyle,
the move,
and I don't mean to cut you off, but if you notice, every time there's something, a war going
That's what
on, the
but they
stock
always
always
tell us
falls.
war makes money. That's the whole
Yep,
point.
the stock
Like,
always falls. It
but on
always
top of
falls.
that, America finance check this everybody for history facts because I like people to do their own research. Okay, because don't take what I say, take what your eyeballs in your brain compute for the understanding. But America has always been known to play both sides. America will finance both sides of the war, okay? Because it's about money. So you cannot have beliefs in something, but you provide the enemy or the people who's inflicting this on the people that's your ally. You can't give them guns too, okay? So which one is it? Is it for your people and your ally, or you're for the money? You understand? So that's the thing about it. I just want people to read. Okay, listen, everybody, get history for dummies. Get world history, American history. Get international language and law. Get the Black's Law Dictionary, the latest edition. And read something. And then when you read and you hear shit, you can figure it out. Like you hear shit and don't know what the fuck it really is. And you get your little big head asses on these internets and you get to running your fucking and don't know nothing about nothing. Okay? So quit doing that, y'all. Quit. But go get those books I'm telling y'all about. And I'm telling you, you will listen to the conversation and you will see what's going on. But
yeah,
until
like
you do that, no matter who get on this platform, me, us, you, whoever, the bits and greens, the 30,000 follower motherfuckers, ain't nobody gonna get the message to the people unless you get to understand the linguistics, the language that they're using, and the tactics, and that this is a stage, and it's all a fucking game. You know what I mean?
it's all a show.
And until you get that, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna understand because we've been so indoctrinated to the fucking TV and fallacy and shit. Them showing you, perpetuating shit to you, making you think this is how it go. This is what it worked. Because today, y'all on TikTok, the trend was pulling the plug. Right? Everybody think you pull the plug like motherfucker pull the plug, they die. So they like today was debunking it. People like, you really think that's it? But people really was on them comments like, yeah, you no, motherfucker. That means they let your heart, your lungs, your body naturally die. Like it's gonna stop on its own. You know what I'm saying? It's just facilitating and assisting your body. That's it. But I'm just saying because people just ain't thinking to think like really. But so all that to say is people, in order for us to understand what's going on, people have to be open to reading because I can interpret something different than what you interpret. So you might want to read it for yourself. That's what I tell people. Hey, don't let me tell you nothing. I don't give a fuck what I'm.
I would say I say like a good start because like what has happened now is like we got to realize that like now the world is moving fast and people's attention span people have short attention spans now. So
Yep.
like, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of like you ever read a book and then watch the movie, and then the movie has a lot that's cut out in the movie, but the book has so much more that
Got the
explains it.
color purple.
That's a good analogy from it. It's like we could take bits and we only get like bits and pieces in the filter version from the videos that we see, but it takes it upon us to go out here and read and get the true information because it's an eye opener. It'll enlighten you because you have to read it, and but they know they put it dead ass in our face, but they know that the majority of people is not gonna take the time to go read it. They not. This is why we need to read more. I agree with Ski. We need to read more of this shit because it'll tell you the full truth of every fucking thing that's going on. And it'll blow your fucking mind of the bullshit that they pulling off on us day in and day out. This is why when they write bills, they make it like 10,000 pages in a bunch of fine print. And they try to hurry up and push that shit through, not giving enough time for people to read it because they slipping some bullshit in there. The congressmen, the senators, people from the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people from each branch of the government is doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they know that people are moving around so fucking much. They feel as if they don't have enough time to sit down and read that shit.
Mhm.
Yep. I agree.
Well,
I
okay,
agree.
well,
Yeah.
I got an icebreaker before we go to the next topic. I just wanted to see because when I thought of this, I was like, dang, I thought people was gonna say the same answer everybody was gonna say, but then I was like, really? I was kind of shocked. So I thought maybe I was gonna ask y'all to see what y'all think. So uh and Allie, I want to start with you first. So is it
Mm-hmm.
better to be boring with money or is it or exciting with no money? It's kind of a trick question.
Mm, it is a trick question.
And the answer blew my mind what people were saying, but would they really do it? But go ahead with your answer.
I will say boring with money because you can always like, you know, I guess like we were talking, well, you guys were talking earlier about, educating yourself more and buying books and learning and, having a better education of everything that's going on in the United States and the world. Because if you don't have no money, I mean, how can you purchase stuff and educate yourself?
I agree with her. And I want to add to that what sis was saying. I'd rather be born with money because I'm boring now. Shit, honestly, I've been boring. Shit, I've been with money. I'm boring. You know what I mean? I like to, baby. I could turn this camera around and show all the books in here, baby. I got books for days. You know what I mean? I'd rather be boring because exciting with no money like that. Shit, once the excitement is gone, then what you looking like a motherfucking lost ball in high grass. I mean, you got nothing to
Hmm.
do. I mean, now you're a prey. Now you're preying on motherfuckers because you ain't got nothing. Because you ain't got no
Hmm.
money. So fuck excitement. I don't even want to see excitement when I ain't got no money. Shit, I'm in grind mode, bitch. I'm trying to make something happen. So I don't even want to see no excitement when I'm broke. Cause shit, that's we couldn't go to the store when we ain't have money. My mama didn't let us go to the mall and to the candy store without no money. And we couldn't go to the mall with less than $40 because that was her. The little tidbit you can go with. So no, sir. I would rather be born with money.
Kyle, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
What's your answer over there?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with them, man. I'd rather be born with money because you know what? It'll be nice being exciting, but you'll get hungry every once in a while. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Hmm.
uh, you could be exciting, but shit, you gotta figure out where you gonna have shelter at and shit. Like, I'd rather go with boring. I'd rather be flipping my thumbs and be well fed and read, be able to have, you know what I'm saying, be able to do shit at my own leisure. You know, I mean, outside of me doing work and shit, yes, I live a born. I mean, let me say this. Let me take it back because my life is fucking weird, man. I can't help but run into shit. But I'd rather be born with money. I'd rather be born with money.
I mean, me personally, if you asked me maybe about 25 years ago, I probably would have said exciting without money because I always felt like no matter what, I was always gonna get into doors I couldn't get into with or without money. So um, I always felt like I could slide in certain doors, but of course, when you get older, it's like you want stability. So of course, but I was pretty shocked that people was like, "Oh, I'd rather be exciting no matter what with no money," and I'm like, So it was kind of mind blowing what people was answering.
Man, you
Um,
know what? Somebody saying excited when no money is just as bad equivalent as saying when I get rich and get a couple millions, all I'm gonna do is get a 1 bedroom house and 1 car. Bullshit. You ain't
that's
about
what it
to do
sounds like, and then you gonna be sitting in that one bedroom for maybe like 2 or 3 years, and you're gonna be like, man, you know what? It's time to upgrade.
hey, you know what? You gonna see some old classmates and you gonna be like, man, I'm about to flex on these motherfuckers real quick. You know what
At
I'm
least
saying?
once you gonna want to. At least once. At least
Yeah,
once.
no, it ain't gonna be once. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more than that. You know what I'm saying? You got that bread. You gonna be like, oh, I can get that. I can get that. A motherfuckers get to playing with you. You gonna be like, oh, let me stun on them one time. But like it's cool. It's like the exciting with money, with no money, probably that's early in your life. You exciting with no money to eventually become boring with money. You know what I'm saying? Because once you live your life, you did it all. You got the money now. Now it's ain't nothing to do. Um, but that
I
the
disagree with that part when you're younger
you
because
think
I
so?
remember since I was 15. So I disagree because like I could have never like been like outside or nothing. Like when I was in high school, I had a car and you know what I mean. Like I worked, you know what I mean. My daddy said, "You don't work, you don't eat, baby." We got a little allowance and shit, but like you couldn't go outside. Like we didn't have no money or nothing. We couldn't like like we had to be in the house. Like you couldn't be at no friend's house. I couldn't be at no mall. I couldn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Because my daddy said that was ground to want to steal or take something. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
and
look,
so
me. I think, man, I think that's what like what you say is like what brought more appreciation to my friend group back in the day. Like back in the day, back in the '90s and shit, we probably have like $4 in our pocket, right? A dollar to get on the bus to get out to the mall and a dollar to get back home. You know what I'm saying? We worked a little job at McDonald's. So what we did during the Monopoly season, we used to peel the little stickers off. Free cheeseburger, free
yep,
McFlurry and
I
shit,
remember
free
that.
20 ounce drink and shit.
Always trying to get that deal, boy. That's
Yeah,
why they
hey,
start coming out with the 4 for 4s and shit. You
hey, boy,
know
we
what I'm
used to finagle the shit out of everything. So that I
saying?
mean, that's what we did. And so like we would go to the mall. We wouldn't be doing shit. We ain't buying shit. We pimp out to the mall and shit on the motherfucking bus. We get out there and then we gotta, you know what I'm saying, before the cell phones, we pay our little $10 a month fee for our pager and shit. You know what I'm saying? We walk around and we had our little notepads. We try to talk to the girls, get numbers and shit. And then when it's all done, we got another dollar to jump on the bus and get back home. But if we did it in a 3 hour period, the transfer we got back on for free and shit. So we was managing to be able to do things without, you know what I'm saying? I think that my friend group was able to do shit without having to spend money so much. We had fun
Yeah, I
just
agree. I agree with that.
just kicking it with each other and shit. Now we understand that like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take a little bit of bread, but like we like to joke and we like to have fun.
And
We
then I
like
gotta do as a girl. I'm sorry, Kat, but as a girl, my brothers and my pops always gave me money. You know what I mean? Even before I started working. You know what I mean? So, uh, I guess you know what I'm saying. Because a woman should always have some money. A woman should never have. A woman should always have a couple dollars. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
period.
So Norris Walker said, if you was born with money, you'll never learn life lessons. Is that true?
I disagree with that too.
Why you say that, Ski?
Because I know people that's born with money that's very mature and very well together and very frugal, or just money management is great and kind, and you know what I'm saying. Very wisdom is definitely on the forefront of their forehead. I mean, you know what I'm saying. No, I disagree.
yeah, and like that is like what Ski was saying, like it's based on how you was raised. Because like
Right.
sometimes like they teach you more,
Did your mama say that's her shit? That ain't your shit. You ain't work for
yes,
nothing.
sometimes you raised with that moral foundation. Sometimes they could, you know what I'm saying, like you have more access to things, but you have more opportunity to learn. And sometimes you might have more of an advantage to have access to resources to teach you versus as uh, a lower class family that doesn't have much money that's not able to tap into those resources like a more uh, uh, a rich family or more family. It all depends on the parenting.
Real.
Yeah, you're right. And then he got another one. Norris Walker said to get great news on any topic, you go to the ground news. Basically, do your own research. Of course, you got to do your own research. I mean, that's just rule number one because you can't always believe what you hear anyway. Go ahead, Ski.
No, I'm saying number one. Yeah, that's number one
Yeah,
rule. Yeah.
yep, number one, number one. But yeah, I mean, for me, I really believe. Damn, hold on, my bad. Yeah, but I really believe shit. If eventually, when you got money, you gonna get the itch to want to spend it. I mean, for real. So it's kind of hard. That's why I said, man, this topic is kind of tricky because man, you want the money, but then at the same time, you gonna get
You
the
can
itch
have
to want to
both though.
spend.
That's the thing. I think it's like a catch-22 kind of a question because it's like money, you need money to survive and to live for one. You need that. You know what I mean? You can try finessing and all that. And I mean, if this is for a different time period, if it's right now or just period, I mean, you need money to get around, period. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna say excitement can come with money or without it though, because you can be excited, like you said, with no money. And if you got money, there's gonna be excitement and boring. But it's just like I mean,
Yep. I always learn, man. It's the way you move. If you move a certain way,
but you still
like you
gotta have
supposed
something,
to.
bro. I don't give a fuck
I
how you
mean,
live.
yeah, you
You
definitely
gotta
gotta
have
have money in
something.
your pocket just in
You
case
can't
that
come to
don't
me and
fall
ask me
through.
for
But yeah,
listen. I've been knee high to a butterfly, new to this, I'm true to this. I'm retired, 12, 14 years on the straight and narrow. Baby, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You gotta come with me with a little something. You cannot come to me with nothing. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, if this is what you're trying to do, you gotta show me some faith, not after your words, your actions. That works too. Your actions got you here. But now for us to move forward, I need you to have investment in whatever I'm doing for you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't.
right.
I'm sorry. No, baby.
Right.
Because
So
I'm
let
gonna teach you
me
how to fish. I'm not gonna provide the fish. I'm gonna teach you how to fish. And when you have a little stake in something, you move different. When your little money involved and your shit is up for the situation, you act different, you move different, you be careful, you be mindful of your movements of this. So I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. That's just how I move. That's just my how I see it. Because
Kyle, you want to get the last word before we go to the next topic?
nah, that all I was gonna ask, I was gonna take it a little bit further. Now, would y'all date somebody broke and exciting or rich and boring?
let me go first, rich and boring. Shit, I'm just saying I'm gonna keep it peak because I mean, for one, I'll say I'm 44, right? And even when I was young, ski, I still wanted some money. I had my daughter at 17, so I really didn't have time for no nigga that didn't have no money. Shit, I'm trying to get some. Bitch, I got a daughter. I got a baby to feed, baby. I ain't got time for you to play. I got diapers to buy, nigga. So shit.
That nigga want to take you to Shake Shack instead of
I go,
taking.
I go, but he can't be my man. He could be cool, but I wouldn't be. He could be my boyfriend.
You could be
But
a
I,
cool man.
yeah, he could be a cool friend, but baby, he gonna be telling me I'm asking for too much if me and him try to date. Let's he be my friend, homie.
Well, let's ask N
Niggas
double
on
O
the
before
street.
we go to the next topic. So N double O, man, is it better to be boring with money or exciting with no money?
Born with what? What'd you say? Born with no money?
Yeah, I said, is it better to be boring with money or exciting with no money?
Born with money. Money is always the win. If you ask me.
Amen. That's what I just
Amen.
said. My nigga.
Amen. Amen. But I told him, I said, give me 25 years ago, man, I probably would have said the opposite. Because what blew my mind is a lot of people said they rather be exciting with no money. And I thought that blew my mind. That really blew my mind. For real. So
That's bullshit.
Goodness, they was just trying to be trendy.
They trying to sound like they got moral values
I
and
swear to
shit.
God, lying. No one ain't lying. Big lying.
well, I don't know. NWO, you want to go? Did you have a topic you wanted to start off now? But I was gonna go to one.
No, we're gonna jump straight to the important one. We got the Daquan Johnson case over in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which which is another unarmed black man getting shot by the police.
Oh shit!
What, get shot 4 times in the back of the head
I
on a
ain't even hear
bicycle.
about this one, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
crazy.
on none of the videos by the 5 family groups. They're not putting it on the media. But yeah, that's yeah.
Wow.
Well, you got more detail on this, kid?
Yes, I do. So basically, Daquan, y'all, Johnson, he was riding home from being out and about in his neighborhood, riding on his bike, right? And somebody saw him on the bike with a gun, so that somebody called the police on him. So the police got to the area, right, and they saw Daquan on his bike. So I guess they tried to like whip on him or whatever. So he kind of fled off a little bit, right? So they followed him into his apartments, into the parking lot or whatever. And so he got off the bike, and they said he had a gun, but they had him on the ground. Like they saw him slamming to the ground, right? And they had him like he was like this, and then they put his arms behind his back into it. The cops was on the knees on the back or whatever. And they said he shot one shot, and then they shot him 3 times in the back of the head, not 4. And then he got shot in the shoulder, but they shot him 3 times in the back of the head.
Damn.
But his hands was behind his back like this, and he was on the ground like this. And the only reason why it's a special prosecutor that came in to look over for the grand jury is because a bystander in apartments caught the angle of the video from the whole scale because she was on the second floor, like on the balcony, and she caught another version of it. Like they had different versions of it outside the body cam, which they edited before.
So you said when he fell to the ground, the gun went off, or he shot the gun?
They tried to say when he was down on the ground, I guess it shot like he shot it, the gun. You know what I mean? But
so they shot him while he was on the ground.
Yeah, with his hands behind his back.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So like one, you know what I'm saying, when you think about this, like let me say this. Like maybe one shot can be in self-defense, but when you got the next 3 shots that follow, that's like premeditated. And like is this another situation? Like it's fucked up, and that's sad. It's very sad. And like how much of this is going to continue to happen, because like even if this person is unarmed with his hands behind his back and he's execute, that's
hold on. Let's start from the top. But hold on, let's talk about this, Cal. Is riding on a bike with a gun illegal? It's not. That's what I'm saying. So that's the first thing. That is like that's me. If I was the civil rights attorney, that would be my first thing. Like that would be my standing point. Like y'all keep talking about all these gun laws and all this and that, and people are abiding by them and taking their right, but they still dying for it. And it's
and they said that he was laying on his stomach, and they had the dogs sitting on his dogs.
Oh yeah.
And they said they wasn't complying. That's why they said he wasn't complying.
And they always think of black. They always think of black man. If he got a gun, it's not registered. So I'm pretty sure they felt like he was a threat.
But I'm saying though, he's on a bike. Y'all just riding and listen. That's like if I ride my bike from the YMCA on Keystone to my house on 56th Street, and I ride through my neighborhood the back way, not the other way. The back way through the residential part, right? And I'm riding my bike. And I have my gun, which I sometimes have on me. Like what? I don't care who called. Like I'm riding in my neighborhood where I pay taxes. I don't have to have a gun permit, but I do have one. But I don't have to have one in Indiana because it's open carry here now. Okay, so why do I have to stop? I'm continuing to drive. I haven't broken the law, so I'm riding my bike. And if I whip into my apartments and you try to swerve on me, I'm gonna flee because I'm like, hold on, ain't no berries came on, ain't no megaphone came through for me to none of that. So I continue because I'm right by my house. You know what I'm saying? So again, I haven't broken the law. I'm riding through my residential neighborhood where I pay taxes. I don't have to have a permit because it's open carry here. I mean, what other rules could be? I mean, all somebody did was said, I had a gun on me. Nobody said he brandished the gun. He was waving the gun, which is brandishing the gun. You know what I'm saying? They said they saw a man on a bike with a gun on him. On
Yep.
him. Nobody
So,
said waving or nothing.
Yeah,
Hey,
there wasn't no
so
crime scene he
Forrest
was trying to get
Walker, if
away
you hey,
from
you
or
got
anything
some
like
news
that.
for us too about this situation, come on the show.
hey, and so
And
and so and so check this out. Check this out. Also, this is where I feel like with now this is a weapon and the person was legally, saying it's legal for you to carry the weapon in that state. He wasn't breaking no law in no way whatsoever by carrying his weapon. Now I would say bring the NRA in here. The NRA should have been he should be representing that guy for having, because he wasn't doing nothing wrong. He wasn't robbing nobody.
But you know
He
they
was
not
going
coming
home.
in. He don't look
He
like
was
right.
them.
going home.
He don't look like them though, so they're not coming in. They're
But
not.
that's what I'm saying. This is the selective shit that goes on. It's like
I mean,
we
but where's
because
the black NR? It's black people a part of that organization too. It's black organization for guns too, and they ain't came out and said nothing about nothing. They never
Nah,
protested and said nothing about guns. They never
And
said
don't and
nothing.
don't
nah,
and
they
don't
not.
forget we
It's
still
always
got guys
pro
like our
guns.
we
Not
all
they don't
Hold
see.
on, EK. What you say, Double O?
I would say we always got our brothers like our brother
No,
Red
I
Pill.
didn't hear him. I
Also,
don't think he said
when we
nothing.
got Red Pill, when we got Red Pill on it, Red
But
Pill has
go
said,
ahead, keep finish with
"Hey,
what you was about
hey,
to say.
EK,
now we here. We talking.
He talking, EK. We can't hear news. Go ahead, Double O.
what we're saying is like when we got brothers like Red Pill or even our brother Zoe that's coming on here a few times where they say stuff like, "Oh, black men, we all got the same, everything's equal now." The old thing, that's the old
I
days
can't
and
even
all that.
hear him.
It's like when stuff like this happens, this proves to people that well, it should prove to people that it's not anything different, man. The same shit go on. And when we talk about opportunities in life, and or even like people like P that used to be on here, oh well, I get put over. They just assume that. Well, what are you doing? I mean, they assume that things is bad, and like I said, just a black man having a gun is looked at totally different than a white man having a gun, whether he's just minding his business or not. But that man shouldn't even been in that position at all, at all.
See, this is where this go back to. I know I said it like 1,000 times. Implicit bias. You
I'm
judging
going
for
through that right now in class. That's the crazy. That's what I'm talking about right now in class.
implicit bias. You judging the person based off what you think instead of what you actually know. You know what I'm saying? Like they see a person and they automatically think this person they fit the bill of a criminal and the mindset of their and this is all based off experiences that they had in the past, what makes them have this judgment on this person who's not causing any harm to anybody. But like now, this person is affected by someone's opinion by him instead of knowing the facts. Now, if he would, it's like it's like if we all standing out on the street and the pit bull is running down the motherfucking street, everybody's gonna run because like then we always know a pit bull is ready to attack, but that might be the sweetest dog ever in the fucking world. But we scared of that dog because we already know what happened to other people before, what we hear from news and what we see like on videos and stuff where the pit bull is portrayed as a killer. You know what I'm saying? This is where our mind is already prejudged a person before actually knowing who this person actually is. And this is a very good example of implicit bias. The man was minding his own business. He didn't have to die, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the judgment that was already made before actually even knowing what kind of person that he is. Maybe he was protecting himself. Maybe he was getting bullied, and maybe he had something to so he can safely make it through the
And they
name.
know Grand Rapids ain't even the nicest place to live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they know it's rough, but it's just
But we
and
shouldn't even be having that conversation because these motherfuckers love that amendment. They love that amendment. They
they
love
love
their
it.
guns in this motherfucker. But when we got one, it's a problem. As I
Bas-
said, it's totally different. Like even when we talked about the women dressing, the way black women have to dress, the way white women have to. There's a double standard that we have to all pretty much acknowledge at this point. Just like we talk about, just like we talked about the president. He's above the law. There's a different set of laws for people than there is other people, and either we're gonna do something about it or accept it. And it looked like we've accepted it.
Is it all right because it's all white?
You goddamn right.
That's what it sounds like.
Got
That's
the
a bar. That's a
what they got
bar
the
there,
complexion.
Kyle. That's
Got
a
the
bar,
complexion
Kyle.
for the connection.
because it's that's very much what it is. Is because like if you look at it, it's like anybody else that brandish a gun and hold a gun, people can walk like you know what I'm saying Dylan Roof can walk down the street with an assault rifle, but if somebody has a handgun that you know what I'm saying like an assault rifle can plow a whole group of people, which as a 9 millimeter can maybe take out a couple people before people go duck and hide. You know what I'm saying? You can't take out a whole crew of people. But you know what I'm saying, they attack the people who are armed to protect themselves versus someone whose intent is to inflict harm on others.
And
Now,
look at
like
that environment. And look at that environment he was in. Like you just said, the environment he was in, walking down the street with an assault rifle, and he lives. Meanwhile, the black guys just getting on a bike and going somewhere with a handgun. No crime, no burning buildings, none of that crazy shit going on. Just a dude riding his bike and he get killed, shot in the head on his stomach with a dog on his back.
and so the narrative is and that narrative is all is built different. You know what I'm saying? It's like listen to the jargon that they say when
We up to
they
no
probably
good.
go and define this case.
They think we all niggas. They think we all niggas. At the end of the day,
It's
And
a
they
form of
consider us
control.
all niggas. I think it's more what you said though, Kat. I think it's more of people being unfamiliar. They automatically assume things. Like Eric is like saying they assume everybody's a nigga because they don't know. They're not around these people. We don't look like they nephews or they cousins or they whatever. Just like we would be hesitant to wild out on a nigga with dreads because all of our cousins and nephews, nieces, brothers got dreads. But to them, all they see is
But
Chief
see,
Keef.
or
and
it's
see,
like,
look,
or it's like if you put a white man in the project, what you think gonna happen to his ass?
Nothing, because niggas ain't stupid like that. Niggas don't give a fuck.
no, but you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this. The implicit bias factor is if you have one white man in the in a majority predominantly black projects, you think this man is a motherfucking cop. You know what I'm saying? They already know the deal with
Right.
that situation. This is where your implicit bias come in. This motherfucker white man probably just hard. This is the best he get. His credit score is low. He had a rough life. This is the only place that he's got accepted to move into. But our implicit bias from our end automatically prejudge this person to be this type of person already based off our past experiences. So like this is where like it goes a lot deeper. So like what doesn't let me say this and let me say this, let me speak from an honest perspective of things. As a person that observes from different communities and stuff, it's like the way how we carry ourselves, how we perceive ourselves in public. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's like I see people that want to wear the baggy clothes. And some people got no reason, like and sometimes in the black community, some people have no reason to be mad at all, but they move like they got a chip on their shoulder. Like, bro, you done made it already. You already rich. We see the diamonds in your teeth. We already see that you riding around on rims. You doing good, nigga. You dip from head to toe. Ain't no reason that you need to have a mug on your face and be looking at somebody crazy because this is the impression that you give off to people. Like, and you know, say even though nobody say nothing, you making a scene of it, and other people see that.
Right.
And then when they go into different situations, you know what I'm saying, when they go into different environments and they see someone like that, they already have the judgment of that person and having that demeanor versus actually even being and as much as we will want to say this is the part of implicit bias, as much as we say that we are in tune of ourselves and more open that we all have a sort of implicit bias within our own rights because we will come to a point and already judge a person before we already know them.
Yeah,
So
we
like
are prejudiced people. We are prejudiced people.
it's not being prejudiced. It's
Prejudging.
not being. I would say prejudice will be a stronger term. It's we already having a judgment of a person based on
That's
our
prejudice.
past experiences. Now we may be open people and be able to walk in different rooms and be able to talk with different people, but we still already make a judgment of the person before we actually know them. But when we
Right.
actually get to know them, we will be more receptive to know the person and that changed our initial thought. Like
Correct.
like you know what I'm saying, like I work with black and white people all the time, but like you know what I'm saying, they just hired a new guy, right? I already walked in, I was like, man, he gonna be a piece of shit. He gonna run from this job. They gonna run his ass up out of here. But I got to work with this guy for the last 2 days, and he changed my whole mindset of how I even thought of him initially. My implicit bias already written him off.
Right, right. I
Like
got you,
he's a
man.
quality guy.
Like you said, based off of a pay, like yeah, we all do that, but oh, he ain't gonna make it. He just like what's the name that was here 6 months ago. He ain't gonna make it.
Right.
You're right, right. I hear you on that.
Oh, I don't think
Ski.
he's gonna survive this shit, man.
But why you
I'm sorry, y'all. That was my brother Kunta calling y'all. His birthday was yesterday. They was on
Mhm.
lockdown. He was calling. Sorry, y'all.
Happy
Shout out
we
to
still
y'all.
we
belated
still
birthday.
waiting on we still waiting on to get on the show. We still waiting on to
Hey,
get on the show.
I told him, but he called me on the regular phone, so I really couldn't just say it. But I told him I was fine, and so he said he's gonna call me back. So he'll call me back the other way. But yeah, shout out to my brother Q Dog from my home 2028. God damn it. Thanks
Happy
to God.
belated birthday.
He turned 48 yesterday.
Ah, shit, that's
Nice.
what's up.
happy birthday?
Is
Thank
there?
you.
You said didn't you say there was some other shit going on? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, and
we
then
just talked
about
about
the
there was like some other hangings or something like
yeah
that.
about the young boy. Let me tell you his name. Hold on, I want to pronounce it correctly. His name is oh shit. Hold on.
I ain't even got the nigga's name. Mm.
I do have it. I wrote it down. I want to pronounce it right. It's Michael Belasio or Belizio or something like this. Start. I want to pronounce it right,
Shit.
sir.
What happened with him?
He was found hung in Marietta at River Oaks, the Oak Rivers. But
In
his last
Georgia.
video, yeah, in Georgia, Marietta, in his last video, he was getting harassed by a police officer, asking him was he a college student or did he live downtown? And he said, yeah, I told me I got on a Georgia State jerk hoodie or whatever. And then his video that he showed on his Instagram, he was saying he was talking about how the police be with black people and this and that, kind of doing a little rant a little bit. Then he said last thing he said was, "Let me hurry up and get from right here because it's a white lady following me." And then next thing you know, he was on a tree the next morning in Marietta.
Damn.
And they keep trying to say like it's like suicide, but nigga, ain't nobody hanging themselves, okay? Ain't nobody 21 years old hanging themselves. They will pop a perk until they fall out, okay? They will take a dog, some dog food. They not getting on no goddamn tree. You know what I'm saying? That's not something a 21-year-old would do. A 21-year-old would shoot themselves first or take some drugs or something. They're not going to hang themselves. That's a 1945, some shit. You know what I mean? 1930, motherfucker 20 or something.
Yeah.
That's not 2026.
But I don't understand is why would they think people believe that after he just was posting? You say he was posting, right?
Yeah, he had just his last post on his Instagram was him saying having this little digression in the woods, like walking on a trail. And then he said, "Well, let me move from right here because it's a white lady following me." And then that
Yeah,
baby was hung the next
something like
morning.
that. Who would say
Mm.
something like that? That's crazy. Boy, they be trying to spin that narrative.
But I'm saying, but my thing is like, I ain't gonna lie to you. As a parent or a sister or a mother, mother or a daughter, and somebody told me that my sibling or somebody did something like that to themselves. I know in my right fucking mind, my ain't nobody in my family doing that. Ain't nobody telling me that my mother, sister, brother, cousin, friend on this panel did that to themselves. Like you're not telling me that.
But
We're having
where
we're
they
having
got
educational dialogue. We talking. People do
It
we have a lot
happens though.
of
It does happen though. It does happen. I mean, it's not in our community. Don't get me wrong. It's not in our community. I will give you that. But I know people that have done that were of Caucasian descent. But
But I'm saying, yeah, but I'm saying just to keep always ruling it. Like, look at all the hangings that have happened since 2023 to 2026 or 2022 to 4 years. Everyone is suicide. Everyone is suicide. Let me tell you something. Let
I
me
hear
let,
you.
let me put a little bit on y'all head. There's no law on the books right now for hanging. How that make
What
you
you
feel?
mean?
There's
What you
no
mean? There's no
law
laws.
saying that it's illegal to hang somebody. It won't pass the House or the Senate. It won't pass.
It won't be considered murder.
Look into it.
I will. I
That's what.
will.
Yeah, look
We
into
have
it.
to
I don't.
bring we might
You
have, we
know,
might have bring that up on a whole nother topic, a whole nother
yeah,
day.
we will.
That's
But yeah.
interesting.
So it's no law
do
right
do
now.
But you
do
know what? Also, at the same time, if you investigate it and do forensics, we got enough forensic science.
That's what I'm saying too,
You
Cal.
can find enough fucking DNA to figure out somebody else had something to do with it.
Well, why the hell they ain't found this lady yet, then, man? That's what I want to know. All this technology, and they can't find this white lady. What is going on, man?
What white lady?
You talking about Guthrie?
The Nancy lady. I mean, all this technology. This. I think our superpower as black people is that we question everything. You know what I'm saying? If it don't make sense, we on it. It's just like our superpower for some reason. But
you talking about the mother of the lady that's a host on America shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's a setup, bro.
Thank you. That's a stage. Oh my God! Finally,
like what you saying. Come on, let's be realistic about this shit. You talking about a high profile person with a with their family on a high profile. They ain't living in no bullshit home, and you talking about his ring cameras. It's ring cameras everywhere. And you talking about this guy just gonna walk up and disconnect the ring cameras? It's more cameras around here.
Hey, Cal, they just found they just got a ring camera from the neighbor like a few days ago, my nigga. Shit's crazy, nigga. I'm like, come on, bro.
So it's like, what kind of protocol are y'all using out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing the fuck out of crazy. Y'all know what criminal law is. One thing about criminal law, that shit is time sensitive, my nigga. That's what it's about. Criminal law is time sensitive. That's why, like, I don't want to do it because you need to pay me up front because it's time sensitive. You gotta hit filings and all kind of shit. Like, shit has to be paid for to get every kind of anything, any kind of test ran, any kind of anything. That shit ain't cheap. So I need my retainer, goddamn it, because criminal law is like.
And then also at the same time, it's like I think this investigation it prolonged it too long. So like with all the cameras and shit that's out here now, ring cameras, street cameras, and all this other shit that they got out here. You could have tracked that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's easy for them to track some of this shit, it's easy for them to track other shit. And also at the same time, it's like, it's a timestamp on everything. You only got so many days before that shit deletes off the server.
Then you been a whole month, boy. Yeah, been a whole month. This 80-year-old lady been missing. She dead. She dead as hell.
And then they said her life-threatening medicine she need. Well, she should be dead now. Y'all should be saying send your mama body back. If she got this life-threatening medicine she ain't had in 45 days, I'm just trying to say, like,
hey, if you trying to get a $6 million ransom and you know she ain't take her medicine.
Right, you might as well.
Hey, Cal, and they didn't send $1, my nigga.
Right, and they've been laying it on thick.
That's what's crazy is they didn't even send $1. What up, Q?
What's up, Q?
What up, Q?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
I like your sweater.
Good. Thank you, sweet. They got a good conversation going on here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I said, well, welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Hey.
Always.
So, did you hear about this Daquan Johnson case? Did you hear about that? Have you ever heard about the story?
Yes, I actually saw the actual video.
And what's your thoughts on it?
Listen, y'all know my thoughts before I even say I just disagree with how we just not following the law of the land, and we make these laws but we don't follow them. The mother said that he was shot in the back of the head, but she also said that he was also shot in his hand while his hands was behind his back. Then they had the dog come and mow him up, I guess to maybe cover up him being shot. And you can see the dog on him just eating at him.
That made me
it's really sad. I can't imagine being that mom.
No, I couldn't.
Man, so many.
I couldn't imagine it.
Did you see her at the commission meeting?
Yes.
That shit tore me up. It tore me up. How they was trying to talk about time, and she like time, like you know what I mean? I'm like time. Like her son just got slaughtered. Like y'all telling her time, like y'all ain't even like be like Miss, you know, ma'am, I'm sorry, our condolences. You know, like y'all didn't even like step like human.
Ski.
Like,
They said she hadn't seen the body yet. They wouldn't even see the body yet.
No, they had it. they had it to where I don't know what happened, but on the video they had it to where all of his people and the people that actually showed the video, that was their first time ever seeing it. They never saw anything until they got to that building. And the whatever man that was over there, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but I don't know if he was a detective or whatever he was, but he found out about it and he showed them the tape and they was crying and everything, man. It went to hear that and to see what happened to him. It's just hurtful, man. I can't imagine.
Now, was this body cam
over and over
footage
again.
or camera surveillance?
What'd you say, Kyle?
Was it body cam footage or was it surveillance camera footage?
The police put out an edited version, and then they got the version from one of the neighbors in the apartments that had a better view.
What was said? Was something said?
I don't think she could hear. I don't think she could hear Cal. He was asking if it was police cam footage or if it was like surveillance footage.
No, that was surveillance. It was surveillance. I didn't even get to see the police cam. But they were over him. He was already handcuffed. I'll never understand why you shooting him and he's handcuffed, man. He was handcuffed and they were still trying to like he was scuffling. And I'm like, first of all, he's handcuffed. You got him on the ground on his stomach. His face is on the side. What do you expect for people to do in that position? I mean, I don't know. I can't harm you if my hands are tied behind me.
In my face, then I'm flat on my stomach and my face is on the pavement.
Yeah, because the police were saying he was resisting arrest, and then everybody that was witnessing saying no, there's no way he was resisting. He was on his stomach with dogs on him. There's no way he was resisting. And then he said they shot him in the head 4 times, is what they said.
Well, if you watch that video, it's not something easy to watch.
It made me cry though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I didn't post it. I didn't want to put the video up here. I saw it, but I didn't want to post it on here.
It was gut wrenching.
Normally I would. If it was Charlie Kirk, I would.
Mama was
I've been on the news all day today, and I ain't hear nothing about this.
This is about 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
it's been 2 weeks.
It's been a couple weeks.
And his mother did a live. Did you see the live where she was there that she did when she was driving?
No. Oh, the initial one?
Huh?
The initial one she did, like after he got shot the next day.
Yes. Yeah, you see the live?
That's how I found out about it though, because I was on TikTok and I seen her live. That's the only way I knew. That's the only way I knew. That's how I said the group. I was like, I was shitty as fuck. I was at work. I was like, hell no. Like I was like, really? And so I started Googling it on the internet. Like I ain't see nothing. Like, we didn't have it. We the Midwest, nobody had it. I'm like, damn, for real? I was like, wow.
They wouldn't release they wouldn't release the video.
Yep. Remember then when they put one out, they edited it and said they edited it. Why y'all editing it? If it wasn't for that surveillance video, it wouldn't. If it wasn't for that surveillance video, and then they just called in a special district attorney for the grand jury or whatever to see if they can see. I'm like, what? Like I get it, but I don't. Like, come on, man. The man was handcuffed on his stomach, face flat. Like, what else do y'all need to see? Like, what else the fuck could he do? And then y'all shot him in the hand. So clearly, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. His mama, she's strong as hell, y'all, because she was at that commission meeting, like, just, holding it together. Like, I mean, she was channeling everybody.
She was, but then it's one thing that she did say that I respected her even more. She said, "Don't turn this into a violent situation." Yeah, and I don't even know how a mother, man. I'm a mom.
Yeah, I don't.
So it had to be some strength built in her for her to say, "Listen, don't turn this into a violent situation." But I tell you, a lot of this stuff will stop once we, as a culture, start working together. Yeah. The police is not going to keep messing with us if we unite. And you have to figure out how to do that. You're always going to have people that don't want to unite and all this. I can't stand. Listen, I don't understand it for the life of me. But in order to get people to listen, these police are really not like that. Now, let me tell you why. Police, some of them, the ones that are doing all this dirt, they're really not like that. It's a sign of fear, a sign of being a coward. and a sign of trying to take control. And they just, and I'm gonna tell you this, I've said it on other podcasts, they fear Black men. Fear you. They fear you. If you ever get it together as a Black man,
Second that they'll fall out their heart, baby. They'll drop dead in a minute, baby. In a New York minute, baby. They'll freeze like a glacier.
they have no choice but to, if you're trying to get rid of the, if you have to look at it this way, if you're really trying to get rid of somebody, anybody, a nation, anything like that, you got to get rid of the power source.
The men.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to get rid of that man.
That's
you
why
got to get rid. You have to take his power. Take his power, take his voice, and then from there, then what do we do as women?
Follow.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you now. Anybody that I know, you cannot have. I'll leave that there.
Let's do this. Let's soften it up a little bit. Let's soften it up.
I was singing. Wait. Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance. When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing.
Nigga Mike don't give a fuck about what you talking about.
Don't give a fucky.
Nigga Mike don't give a fuck about what you talking about. I just want to play it because I thought it was hilarious, but I want to take it over to this, man. I saw this going around with Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
And Gene Simmons is saying that hip hop doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's basically what's going on. And that's the question that I gotta ask y'all. Do y'all think hip hop belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Start with Cal. Start with Cal.
It's why? Because it's one of the groups that was getting inducted. And that's why he didn't.
He's been saying it for years. This ain't the first time. He's been saying it for years.
Yeah, right. He has been saying it.
Can I say like maybe like, you know, Run DMC did a rock song, maybe Beastie Boys, maybe something that's rock related, but why can't like we have a hip hop Hall of Fame? Like I agree it's a different genre. You talking about you trying to put hip hop and rap into rock and roll. Like hip hop and rap should have their own Hall of Fame.
So you saying it don't belong? So you saying it don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I agree with you. I don't think it belongs in there either. To be honest, I'm not mad at the white man for saying that because I think ain't Tupac in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We got a bunch of people in there that don't do rock and roll, so it is kind of weird.
I mean,
Look,
I feel
knows that. Research that nobody knows that. Nobody knows they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hold on, let me say something. So I guess I see why people would feel like that, like the genre and everything. But I feel like hip hop is a combination of all music collectively that Black people have touched. And why not rock and roll? We had that. Everything that's really musical, I mean, we kind of shaped that. You know what I'm saying? If that's the standard, and if that's where they're gonna put us within the people that they consider the greatest, then I mean, I'm not saying we should fight to be there, but if they wanted to induct us into it, you know, why not? But I don't see why it would be like it's not our genre, because our music to me is our genre. You know what I mean? Because we laid the foundation for music. To me, that's just my opinion. You know, and this is just one little spin-off of a genre that we created and that we don't get the true credit for. Like a lot of things we don't get true credit for. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now, it's a
but I think you're moving the goalposts. I think you're moving the goalposts though, because nobody's saying that. Nobody's disagreeing with what you're saying on all that. But Does Tupac belong in it? Why would Tupac be in the Rock and Roll
I
Hall of Fame?
mean,
Tell me why.
did you hear what I said at first? I said if that's the stage that they're going to compare their greats on, I'm not saying that we should try to get there. I said, but if you want to induct me in your stage where you gather and you grade your people off the music, you know what I mean, that you guys feel that may parallel with your ideology, I'm not going to be against it. Am I uh, fighting to be there and I'm shooting to be there? No. But if you who, you know, and I think the only people that really get inducted into that is the people that they secretly like anyway, or they listen to it, or they, because ain't nobody writing to them and say, hey, induct Salt and Pepper and and Tupac and all them to the thing. Like, I don't think that's that. I think they want to seize on the whole whatever they can get from the deal too. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, it ain't doing it because it's like, oh, I just, you know, it's always the underlying shit to it too. But I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm just saying that.
It's to grab more attention.
Right,
And
right.
like like let me say this, like
That's what I'm saying right there, Cal.
other rock actual rock people like Slash, Little Richard, like Little Richard did rock and roll.
Yep.
Right,
Like those
right.
people deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like when it comes to rap, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to R&B, they need their own type of Hall of Fame. Why do we have to be included in somebody else's Hall of Fame? How come we can't create our own Hall of Fame? You know what I'm
Because
saying? Like it's a marketing strategy. When you add Tupac and you add other rappers into the Rock Hall of Fame, it's then because it's their shit is watered down now. It don't have that essence that it once had. So this is where they start trying to implement rap because they're trying to keep it broad. They're trying to pull more people in. But really, like, what, you know what I'm saying, Gene Simmons, is it, you know what I'm saying, like, I think people try to spin it in the wrong way, but where is he wrong with it? Because when it's rap. We consider it as rap. We don't consider it as rock.
right.
Like now, if we want to have a Hall of Fame and people are pressed about it, let's create a hip hop and rap Hall of Fame and do it. We have enough artists. We have, you know what I'm saying, we have Cool G in the game, we have the Sugar Hill gang, we have we have a lot of people that when rap was started back in the 70s and 80s. We got a lineage, we got a fucking
Can I
history
say something real
of
quick?
people. Yeah, go ahead.
You know why we don't do it? Let's call the elephant in the room. We don't do it because we don't want to compete with Massa. That's why we don't do it. We don't do it because we don't want to compete. We don't think we don't have validity in our own shit. Let's keep it a being. We don't value our accolades and the stuff we might put together because we want to be piss poor production sometime or be some whatever, you know what I'm saying? So truth be told, black people don't value our own, you know, body of work or judges or anything of that nature. Like to me, because we like you said, we have a lot of artists, we have a lineage, we have all that. So why haven't no one, all these great pioneers of hip hop, all these great pioneers of, you know, producers and all this and that, you know what I'm saying, and this and that, you know, because I'm pretty sure this conversation about the hip hop not being rock and roll and being inducted into that and having our own thing, we have a lot of people. We have, you know, we could have had the Diddy's do it before he was Diddying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just people that could have, you know, made this really happen. It's 2026. You know what I'm saying? This could have really been something going on from 90s or the 2000s, you know?
And so it's so also to agree with what you're saying, because like let's take it a little bit further, because we always bitched about it being in the Grammys and American Music Awards.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When they brought up the hip hop category, that was something that we heard about maybe later on the next day, but we actually never saw it on TV until years later when hip hop was more broad on the platform. Like we already know that people bite off of what hip hop does. You know what I'm saying? We know how big hip hop is. Like we should, that's something that should have been started a long time ago.
You
Like you
really
should
know
have
what
had
it
a
is.
committee that was put together. You should have had Dr. Dre. You could have had Pharrell. You could have had not even them. Like Ice T, the OGs in the hip hop game, the hip hop and rap game. People from New York, people from LA, people from different regions of the country, of the nation that could have came together to be a committee who decided who went into the Rap Hall of Fame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could have
You
created
see
this a
those names
long.
up there, Cal? You see those names up there, Cal?
Yeah. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious
Grandmaster
Five.
Flash and the Furious Five. They
But you know what I'm
they
saying?
was
Like,
inducted in 2007. That's crazy.
but yeah, so like these people right here. All right, so like let me say this. All the way to end up like let's get past NWA because they all like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, and NWA. They all did rock tracks. Eminem done rock tracks. LL Cool J done rock tracks. Missy Elliott done it. But like when it comes to the other artists, they didn't do rock tracks. Tupac Shakur wouldn't do a rock track. Notorious B.I.G. hasn't
You
done
don't
a
think?
rock
What
track.
about Public Enemy? You
Public
don't think
Enemy
Public
did a
Enemy
rock
counts in
track.
there?
They did rock. They
Hey,
did rock.
hey, you
But
know,
like not all of them done rock, but they dabbled in rock. That's like putting Beyonce in the Country Hall of Fame, and she just did an album.
Well, I mean, according to what Ski said, since we started it, and I mean, we hip hop is a little bit of everything. We should go in everybody's Hall of Fame. It sounds like
Hip hop
they don't
is
want,
his own.
they
Hip
don't
hop is
want,
his own genre.
they don't.
Hip hop rap is its own genre. We
is
shouldn't
it a
be trying
culture?
to
It's not a
like
culture no more. It's not a
it
culture no
is a
more.
culture. No, I never said it wasn't a culture. What
Okay.
I'm saying is that hip hop and rap is its own culture, its own genre. Like, why would we need notoriety from rock? You know, like, why
We
is
shouldn't.
that? How come you couldn't, you know, saying create your own Hall of Fame? If you got a country Hall of Fame, you got a rock Hall of Fame, you got a bluegrass, you got folk music, you got every other genre that may have a Hall of Fame. It's time for rap to start their own Hall of Fame. Hip hop, rap, R&B needs to have their own Hall of Fame.
We tried the
Like,
Source Awards. We did the Source Awards. We tried that. That
man,
didn't work out too well for us.
Source Awards, Complex, all that other shit. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Why don't they pull a committee together and create this for us?
Well,
I mean, that's a great question.
I told you
Well,
why they don't pull it together, because they don't value art. We talk all that shit, but we don't value us saying, and giving these accolades to
We
each
need
other. I don't care
validity.
what
We
nobody
need
say.
validity from the whites, is what you're saying. You're saying we
Yes,
need validity from the
yes,
whites.
yeah, that's why they ain't did it, because they need it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the
but,
fucking problem.
but in the same sense, we tell ourselves, what do we have to prove to them?
That's what we do, but
but
right.
it's like the Holy Grail, though. It's like the Holy Grail. That's
That's what I'm saying, Cal. We tell ourselves that, right? But it clearly shows that the Jay-Z's talking about Beyonce getting snubbed. The whoever else ain't getting Grammys. Just all the shit we talk about it, the flag from the movies to everything, right? We have the guilds now to do that. The Tyler Perry's, the 50 Cents, the whoever making else to make it. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? We have the institutions now, right? But we're not choosing to use them in the way collectively, you know what I'm saying, to put together images or collectives and different shit for us.
I agree.
But we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We still want to pander over here when we already know the fucking outcome.
Right.
My dad told me doing the same thing over and over again is like insanity. Okay?
What you got to say about
expecting a different outcome? That's called insanity.
So my thought of it is only rock and roll belongs in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, and you would have to go back and get Little Richard and put him in the Hall of Fame. You don't want to switch over and have hip hop if it doesn't apply, then it don't fly. I mean, it is what it is. When it comes to us, we need to figure out why we feel like we need to keep dealing with outsiders. Every tool, and I'm gonna say this, and I pray that it don't go against anything that I don't want to be offensive to anyone, but everything you need in life, God gives you the tools for it. You don't never have to go outside and get anything. And listen, we really need to stop doing that, because To be very honest, most things were stolen from us. Just go back and get what was taken.
That's
Oh yeah.
absolutely
Just go
Oh
back
yeah.
and get what was taken, and you don't have to hold nobody hostage to do it. All you have to do is wisen up, get a plan together that is going to work, and start moving, and move quietly.
I like that. Quietly, move quietly.
I like that too. But yeah, I mean, y'all all right, man. It's like validation, man. It's like a country club that somebody wants to get in, but they know they can't get access to it, you know. And it's just a white man like Gene Simmons is. Get off my lawn, my neighborhood, and that's basically what he's trying to say. They shouldn't
And
be.
really do. Get off the man's lawn. Get off his lawn. But make sure you don't come over on mine.
Facts.
So
Don't.
again, and I'm gonna say this is the same thing that we deal with sports. We don't have to deal with nobody in sports. Sports is based on us. Why do we feel like we always have to deal? You don't. We don't. We really don't. All we have to do is wisen up. We have enough people in power if they're willing to do the right thing, because some of us are bought with a price.
That's a fact. Most of us.
Most of us are. We're bought with a price. Goes back to that money y'all was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Bought with a price. That's why I'm saying, listen, that money thing, it can be very dirty.
It can be.
But I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
Let's do this. Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game called One Gotta Go. One Gotta Go. And I'm gonna give y'all a quick picture up here, and y'all can pick. I'm gonna start with you, EK. We got comedians today. I don't know if y'all niggas is up on y'all comedian game or not, but we got Godfrey in the top left. We got Tony Roberts in the top right. Ari Spears bottom left, and the great white sensation Gary Owen in the bottom right. Cal, let me start with you again because I know you know your comedy.
Yeah.
Ari Spears.
Ari Spears got to go?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But Ari's got to go.
I ain't mad at that.
Now, like put him in the movie, put him in the skit. You may be funnier, but a stand up don't land like the rest of them.
I ain't mad at that.
Stand up don't land like the rest of them. And I'm a stand up fan. You know what I'm saying? Like and let me say it like this. It's real close when it comes to Ari Spears and Gary Owen. Like Gary Owen he had a time where he was like really landing it, and there was a time that like he wasn't just really hitting it for real.
You're right.
But as far as being more consistent, Gary Owens has been a little bit more consistent than Ari Spears. Somebody put Godfrey on there, like to get rid of Godfrey. Godfrey, when he hits you with the impressions and he hits you with the stories, I think he's kind of slept on.
I agree. I think
Godfrey, because Godfrey show. Shout out to Godfrey, because that damn show with the helium was fire.
Godfrey Lofi, he's
definitely underrated. I always liked his anything, his commentary first, because that's where I saw him talking first, and then I see he was in comedy. But he's definitely underrated. But I don't know the guy on the right of him, and I'm not an Ari Spears fan because I seen some little shit he did with Tiffany Haddish that was suspect. So I ain't like that. So I don't like him. But I love Gary Owens from back in the day. So he cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like Godfrey. He definitely
so who gotta go?
Ari Spears.
Okay.
I don't know the other guy, so I'm giving him a chance.
Tony Roberts will have you in fucking tears, nigga. That nigga.
Okay, well, Ari Spears. I never thought Ari Spears was funny at all, though. I never thought he was like funny. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I thought he was just kind of corny to me. I mean, I thought his jokes kind of was all right. You know, what I mean, hit and miss, but I never thought he didn't tickle my fancy or anything.
Well,
So
only
Tickle my
only
fancy.
time only time Aries Spears was really funny was on Mad TV.
right now, I only
Damn,
seen
that
that
was a long
movie
time
a
ago.
couple times.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Kyle.
I disagree. I
I didn't
disagree
think he
with
was
them niggas,
funny.
EK. I disagree with them niggas, EK. I disagree too.
I don't think. Well, but honestly, and then he killed his career a little bit because those little skits he did with Tiffany Haddish was very inappropriate. Y'all seen them? Y'all heard about them?
Yeah. That was a long time ago, man. Ain't nobody
Nah,
tripping
it
off that
happened.
shit, man.
So what?
It happened, but wasn't nobody tripping
No,
off. That was
nobody. Right?
lame.
You think about it, I'm a writer, and
I
think
think his
about it.
career was already slowed
Yeah,
down before that. His
when he
career was
writes shit
already
like
kind of.
that, that's corny. No, anyway.
Q, I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll go right after you.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to say I see two that I would get rid of. That would be Owens and Spears. But if I have to choose one, I'm gonna say take Spears out of there. He's not funny to me.
Mm,
Mm.
Who's the second one?
I said Owens. I would take Owens out. The other two I would keep.
Ooh, oh, that's tough too, though. I'm gonna keep it
Oh,
real.
Owens. Okay, got you.
Yeah. For me, I mean, this is tough too,
I ain't mad
but
at it. The topic is funny as hell.
yeah, yeah. For me, man, listen, I'm going with the white man. He funny as hell, man. I done seen him in stand up plenty of times. He number one for me right now, over Godfrey. Your boy Robbins, he funny too. Aaron Spears, he funny, but it's hard to not put him at the bottom right now. Cause if I was watching Roberts, man, he'd be having me dying laughing. So there go mines, man. I guess Spears got to go for me too. Tough, but
Ooh.
yeah, it's
Ooh.
tough. That's tough. That's tough. But just on instant funny, yeah, Spears would probably be on my to go list.
For me, I'm gonna go with Gary Owen just because I think with him it's kind of like I think it kind of wore off. Like you said, back in the day, he was something different. He was something special. He is like the first white comedian I've ever seen had to actually cross over to white people. That's unreal. But it's almost like when we first saw Eminem and we was like, "Yo, this white boy is incredible." But after so many years, we're almost used to it now. It's almost like it's not really impressive anymore. The fact that he makes black people laugh. Yes, okay, we get it. You know how we rock. It's kind of over with. And I don't think his family jokes are funny. I don't think he's trying to go the Kevin Hart route, talking about his wife and his divorce. And I'm not really into that. But he does pretty good crowd work. I see a lot of his crowd work on YouTube. But
He
I
fun,
think Ari Spears is better than him right now in 2026. That's just me. That's me.
man. Gary always be having me dying
Gary is
laughing.
funny. They all funny. They all funny, Norris. They
They
all, yo,
yeah.
that football joint when he do the football joint. Oh my god, that's just classic.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. But no,
So walk.
that's really it. So it sounds like Ari Spears is damn near the worst out of all of them. Everybody, man. I'm gonna send you some Tony Roberts shit. Ski. He gonna have you peeing on yourself. That nigga's retarded with it.
Or man, or some Nate Jackson, man. That's what I should have sent down here, man. One of his funniest ones. I gotta turn people on to him.
But yo, no, that's it right there. Unless somebody got any more topic, anybody got anything else they want to talk about?
No, I think we good because I brought up my topic. So,
Well, take
but
us out, young
anybody
man.
Shit, who your top comedian right now?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dave, it got to be either Dave Chappelle or Godfrey. But I'm gonna say Dave Chappelle just because. But I will put Godfrey up against Dave Chappelle, and I think Godfrey, they battle. Godfrey will beat him. I think Godfrey's more educated, more talented, and just all around a better comedian. He just don't got everybody's on Dave Chappelle's nuts. Not saying Dave Chappelle is great, not great, but it's gonna be hard to convince somebody if I tell them that Godfrey's better than Dave Chappelle. You feel me?
man, Godfrey's just in his prime right now. That's what it is, man.
Godfrey is really good with
Godfrey
impressions.
been that dude.
What's
Yeah,
that?
he's been in a lot of movies.
No,
A lot of movies that people don't know too.
and he
A
educated
lot
like
a lot of things. I'm about to say a lot of things that people are impressed with Dave Chappelle about, like, oh, he educates them on certain things. I feel like if you listen to Guyver, he'll educate you times three. He actually went to college and things like that. He's a very smart dude, dog, and he's very pro-black. I
Pro
You
don't
know
black.
know
what?
if that's the reason
But
why he's really the. Go ahead.
no, this is a good question though, man. He said, "Who's the new kings of comedy?" That's a good question. Is it four that you named?
Nobody.
You said nobody.
Hell no. Yep, that's nobody is that's over. That's done. And we got the crowns. That's for nobody else. They got to create their own shit.
Is
Got
he
to
is he talking about like are you Norris? Are you talking about like the right now or of all time kings of comedy? Because if we talk about like a list. You know what I mean?
I
List.
think he's talking about the new kings of comedy, like not from the old school, but from like right now. This in
I
this.
know. I was being a jerk. I know. Me and Norris already talked about this. Go ahead.
I don't know. I can't think. I mean, like I said, Nate Jackson's pretty funny. You know, he's one of them. You know,
I,
Dave.
I fell asleep on Nate Jackson.
You say you sleeping on him?
I fell asleep on him.
Man, man, funny to me, man. He be having me dying.
What you know? Let me say this. As a person, like let me say this. Cause I'm about to like get off in the stand up and like I've been a student to the shit. What I have appreciation for the Dave Chappelle aspect of things is he gets off into the art of storytelling, and not a lot of people is able to do the storytelling. And what I like about Cat Williams is that he's animated, but he tells you a story. Um, some of these comedians that get up there, they take you on a journey. Like when you do the stand up, like I'm a fan of George Carlin, Richard
Greatness.
Pryor, the early Eddie Murphy. You know, what I'm saying those two stand-ups like Raw,
Yeah.
after like the other ones. Like when they do their stand-up, they take you on a journey. They tell you a story. It's like you gotta love the way to how they like open it up, and then they take you. They get to doing their stand-up and they transitions. They go into other stories, and then when they land a joke, they hit you with something they done said from the beginning, and you be like, "Damn,
The art. There's art to it.
yeah,
I'm glad
it's
you
like
brought that up too. I'm glad you brought that up because me and my boy
it's
was arguing about that because I think we talked about how that shit might be dying. What you're describing with these niggas
Freeze.
like the Mojos and all these new comedians. These all they like to do a lot of crowd work and everybody's just supposed to
But you know,
crowd
let
work.
me say this. Let me say this. A lot
Yeah,
Mojo is one of those guys. Mojo is one of those guys. Uh it's like once give it about 5 years and Mojo's gonna be up there. Like Mojo is kind of a jack of all trades when it comes to him doing a comedy because you could see the hunger in him because he could see how he can be able to deliver with the stand up and he able to act really good. And you know what, there's comedians who could like Cat Williams. Let me say Cat Williams. Cat Williams do phenomenal stand up, stellar stand up, and he can do. He goes above and beyond in his acting roles. That's
keep it
one of them.
real. Keep it real, Cal. Keep it real, Cal. His last two was trash.
It's all right. Let me say this. He really what it was. The last two, he need to step up. He need to stop riding the wave of what he did with on the Shannon Sharp interview. He
Facts.
needs to get away from that, and he
What,
needs to go back to the
I
fundamentals
agree.
of what he
what,
does.
what a new kings of comedy? Would you probably say what? Cat Williams, Kevin Hart,
Hell no.
Dave
Hell no.
Chappelle, and
Hell no.
who would be the
Hell
fourth?
Nigga, I got Donnell Rollins funnier than Cat Williams.
I wouldn't put Donnell Rollins above him.
Nah, bro, Cat Williams, but I do like D-Ray better than Kevin Hart.
D-Ray
funny.
slept on.
Oh,
Mike slept on.
Mike Epps probably would
I
be.
like him better than Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart not funny to me.
Let me tell you like this. Mike Epps will be good for an argument because that last stand up he just did on Netflix,
That was
was
good. That
dope.
was good. That was good.
That's
No,
exactly, you know what I'm talking about. It's like
yes.
taking you on a journey, taking you on
Mm-hmm.
a story. He's able to do the art of
That nigga talked
storytelling.
about Indianapolis the whole time.
Yeah, like man, the art of storytelling, but also having fun at the same time. And then like it's no bullshit. Like is you can look it up. Like he when he was arrested, he had a whole fucking kid and play box going on and shit.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I
Like,
said. The thing about Mike Epps is because we from Indianapolis. Is the first thing about him was it all everything seems so local that if you're not from here, it's almost like you didn't get the full joke all the time. And I was like, I don't know if everybody gonna get these jokes. Like he'll say some shit. He was on the Drink Champs and he was like, oh man, I like your shades, Mike. You know what he said? Q. He said, oh yeah, I got these off of 38th and Meridian, and I'm dying laughing, right? And these niggas in New York and Florida all laughing. I'm like, these niggas don't even get that joke. They just laughing because he Mike Epps and shit. You know what
no,
I
no,
mean?
no. The joke where he was like the one time he got robbed and he got thrown into the trunk and then he was beating on the back
Oh
seat
yeah,
and
yeah,
they was
yeah.
like,
Play
"What
that
the fuck
again.
you going?" He said, "Hey man, can you play that song again?" Like
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, Mike Epps
that's
is a fool.
hard.
Like Mike Epps, I feel like he's gotten better because again, a lot of things we don't talk about is development. Comedians, artists, uh, development has just kind of disappeared. So, like we talked about Glorilla last time, how we saw her develop into
Oh,
an
that's
artist.
what's
So
up.
I didn't know she was going to grow like that. But no, I mean, if I had to say, man, the top 4 or 5, it's got to be Dave Chappelle. For me, just me personally, Dave Chappelle, and this is people that's alive right now. I'm just going with alive. Dave Chappelle, um, Godfrey got to go in there
Yeah.
for
So
me.
before we
I
go,
don't
did
think I don't
anybody
think
want
EK
to
hear
give
me.
out
Got
their
you
shout
up
out?
there.
I don't think EK can hear me, but that's all right. Go ahead, EK. Somebody tell him go ahead because he can't even hear me.
Go ahead, EK.
No, I was saying, man, before we cut out, did anybody want to give out their shout out? I'm gonna start with you, Kyle.
Oh man, you know me, Cal 10, the international scamming consultant, light skin piece of shit, Mr. Steal Your Shit and help you look for it. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Kyle Bab. That's my government. I am off of Facebook probation, so my monetization is back on. So I am going to go full force until they decide to block me again. Um, if you ever looking for streaming services inside the Kansas City area, I am your guy. I got like PTZ cameras. I am a black magic camera right now. You see the quality of this shit. This is what I
Yes.
shoot short films with right now. I decided to do that.
Nice,
This shit. Yeah,
nice.
so like if you decide to fuck with me, I'm also on Instagram at Calton Grande. I recently had a post of somebody smacking their car up. It's at 10,000 views. So like, go ahead and check that shit out again, run that shit up. But you know what? I mean, I really appreciate the Let You Know podcast, letting me on, let me on here. All of y'all quality people. I
Yes.
love y'all to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing amazing things. EK, Double OZ, Ski, Q, y'all dope people, man. And shout out to
Right
the
on, right on,
tequila
right on.
agent.
Oh shit. Hey man, we got to put a little short movie together, man. We've been
I gotta
shooting
do
a lot of
double OZ move tonight.
yeah.
Hey,
You
eye to
just made me
eye, eye
drop
to
my
eye.
phone. Ski, you want to give your shots out?
I do. But again, happy birthday to my brother Q Dog coming home 2028. The dog is home. And I'm on spring break.
Right, shout out
Shout
to
out to Q for joining us. I always love you on the show, Q. Like your sweater. Shout out to Cal, EK, Double O. You know what it is. Let you know, ski baby.
yeah. Welcome home, welcome home. Q, you want to give some shout out?
Hey, I'm gonna make it simple. I'm just gonna give a shout out to everybody that's on set right now. Really, I want to say this. I'm in and out a little bit of everywhere, but there's something about certain places, and this is one. So I just love what I do and love coming in and coming out, and hopefully, maybe I can make a decision. But
Hey,
I'll keep it wise and keep it quiet.
we
No
appreciate
doubt,
you.
no doubt, no doubt. NOO, man, you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody, man.
You
Shout out
still
to
there?
yeah, everybody can hear me but you, nigga.
Maybe not.
Tell him
Maybe
everybody.
not.
Tell
Maybe
somebody.
not,
Tell him
man.
everybody can hear me but
Thank
him.
everybody for watching and
No, he's
listening.
talking. He giving the shout out.
Oh, damn, I can't
Everybody
hear
can
him.
hear me.
I can't hear him.
This nigga got a Puerto Rican mobile, man. Tell that nigga get a new phone, man. Shout out to everybody in Puerto Rico. Shout out to everybody over in Mexico. Shout out to Iran's. My new thing, if I see I'm going to gas station, slapping the shit out of any of these niggas that talk like I'm slapping the shit out of them. I'm saying, come over here. I need a phone case. As soon as they bend down and get that phone case, I'm smacking the shit out of them.
I can't hear him.
Running
That's
to the
my
next
cue.
gas station.
I can't even hear him.
I'm done. That's who I'm giving a shout out to.
He cool.
Shout out to America.
All right. Thanks for letting you know. We out. Peace.
Let you know.